Hello and welcome to This Board Game Life. I'm your host, Mark, and today I'm unboxing this behemoth Dragon Eclipse from Awakened Realms. Enter a magical world of mythical beasts and ancient dragons in Dragon Eclipse, the exciting new board game for 1 to 2 players. Uncover the secrets of the eclipse that changed everything and discover the dangerous and treacherous world that awaits you. Explore explore a vivid and immersive world filled with majestic and unique creatures you can battle, tame, catch, and train. Each creature has a unique deck of cards you can use in combat and special abilities, offering endless tactical possibilities to master. Now, I want to apologize ahead of time. This game has designed by and art done by some people. I believe you might be like in Czechoslovakia or somewhere. I don't know which country, but I'm going to struggle with these names. And so I really going to try my best. So designed by Andrzej Betkiewicz, Kamil Stanek Stisla, Wojciech Freilich. And this is terrible. I'm not even going to go through the art. There's a lot of people that did the artwork on this. I would love to give you credit, but I'm already butchering the first 3 names. I really don't want to do that. I apologize. I'm a stupid American who can't pronounce your name, so please forgive me. This game is published by Awakened Realms in 2025, ages 14 and up for 1 to 2 players, and it plays about 90 to 180 minutes. All right, and before we get to the table and unleash this mammoth beast of a game, I do ask that you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and please hit that bell icon so you know when we're dropping new content. All right, so we are now going to get to the table. We're going to have to try to zoom way out. That's as far out as it goes. I mean, look at the width of this box. Like, this thing is the box width, depth of the box, it's huge. It's huge. Now, this is a game that I did consider backing on a Kickstarter. I ended up not doing it, or GameFound, or it was probably GameFound because this is Awakened Realms. I was going to crowdfund this. There's one that I looked at to crowdfund, and I ended up not doing it. It just gets so expensive. And well, today, my friendly local gaming store here, where I game every week, they have now opened a second store in a town about maybe 30 miles away. And so they did their soft opening today. It wasn't their grand opening, but they opened the doors for their soft opening today. And I was like, myself and a friend of mine who's also in my game group, we're like, let's go down and just check out the store and support them on their opening. Well, this was sitting on the shelf. I'm like, I haven't even seen this at their main store. And I think it just came out, like, I think Friday. So it's probably at the location that I go to. But I'm like, okay, I got to support them by buying something, right? That's just what we do. And so I got this behemoth of a box. Now, this is the retail edition. So, but I mean, look how big this is. This is a retail edition, but it shouldn't be the all-in, super high-end, fancy one. But I do believe, my understanding is this has miniatures and not sandies, but there are other versions. But we'll see what's in this box. It's big. This might take a little bit. Start here. Here's the rule book. So, unboxing instructions: 30 to 40 minutes. 30 to 40 minutes to unbox. Oh boy. How how am I supposed to do an unboxing video when I have to? Okay, so I'm just going to read this because this is obviously important. It's right on top. I don't want to just dig in because this is a campaign style game and I don't want to ruin anything. So let's just see what they say here. Wow, the Start Here book. The Start Here book is 16 pages. This might be maybe this video won't even air. May not even do one. We'll see. This booklet will guide you through the first steps in the game. You don't need to read the whole rule book to start playing the game. In this booklet, you will find the unboxing instructions, which is page 1, and then page 3 is going to be your first journey, which will take 120 to 150 minutes. So we're going to start with the unboxing instructions below. So in the Dragon Eclipse box, you will find quite a few packs of cards. Before you open them, follow the steps below to unbox the game. It should take you about 40 minutes to complete. All right. So we're going to follow this and see what happens. All right. So we have our rule book. My goodness, this is a big box. So here's the rule book. It is 36 pages long. Let's see what it kind of give you a brief look at what it looks like. So we got some standard cards, bunch of tokens, special edition components, which I probably won't have. Because this is the retail edition. So this stuff it's just 30 dragon miniatures. I think those are still in here. Because it said that on the back. I guess we'll find out. Maybe I have standees, but this box is pretty big no, there's miniatures. 60 elemental markers. So I guess if I've got, we'll see. Maybe this is a special retail edition on it though. But I do have the miniatures, so. All right. Before the scenario, taking inventory, navigating the world. Okay, so there's a lot of text in this book. This is going to take some. It's going to take some time. There is a lot of text, so keep that in mind if you're considering this. Just give you a quick flip through there. All right, my lunch is on its way, so may not make 40 minutes, or we'll have to break this into a couple videos. Status sheets. There are some status sheets, so I guess these are things you might want to make copies of, just if you're going to do more than one campaign. So, roguelite mode. Well, these all say roguelite mode on the back. So what do you get? 6? 5? It's like 5 sheets here. I mean, it's a 1 to 2 player game, so I don't know how many times you might go through it. All right, so here's cardboard. So here are standees. Maybe they might be standees for like for my characters, and maybe the minis are for the enemies. Because there's 30 miniatures, 32 standees, and 5 standee bases. Now we'll see. But let's go ahead and take a peek. I still am like floored that it's like plan to spend 30 to 40 minutes to unbox your game. We'll see if that holds true. Might even take longer because I'm talking my way through this and having to read a book. But we haven't even got to the first thing, so I have to actually unbox everything, and then it's telling me the first thing is to empty all card trays. So we may not even have to worry about this, but I want to follow it so that I'm not opening a pack or something that I'm not supposed to, because there's a lot of cards in the game. So here are some of the tokens. So they are double-sided. I guess it helps to flip it this way so everything stays correct orientation. And there's some of the character. I think the characters. I think we're going to have standees for like your player characters, I believe, in this. And then I think all the miniatures are going to be, I believe, are all enemy miniatures. So, all right. So here's a. Oh, this opens. I thought there was. Yeah, this is something to store. I think your cards in, like almost like a binder. It almost looks like it's a, but it doesn't go in a binder because there's no holes to put into it. So these are this way, so like you're gonna put your no. I guess they go in either way there. So there's that to hold some cards somewhere. All right, we've got a huge tray of minis. Wow, these are. This really is a mini. Look at this guy. Look at this little guy. Look how mini he is. You can't even see it. It looks like it's like a little tiny gargoyle or a little tiny baby dragon. I don't know if I can get that to focus in. Hopefully you can see that okay. And he goes in this tiny little spot right there. And then compare that to this dude. Look at this thing. These would be incredibly gorgeous painted. And I wish I painted something I should really try to dive into and learn. Look at these things. These are incredible. Awaken Realms does amazing, amazing work. Their miniatures are just gorgeous. I may just have to try to paint this thing. Might just have to. I should learn on something else other than something amazing like this. Where's his head? I'm assuming it's here. Looks like I don't know where the front of his head is. That's crazy looking. Look at that. That might be his mouth right there. I don't know. It's hard to tell. All right. So we've got, this is almost like a Godzilla looking guy, kind of. He looks a little Godzilla ish. Not exactly, but. All right. So there's those. All right. There's another tray of minis. That's not completely full. I'm just going to kind of hold these like this so you can kind of see what these are. I'm going to make a gander. Let me see if any of these guys look like these guys here. I don't think so. So these are probably for like the super special edition or whatever. Actually, right here. That's that guy. So maybe I do have miniatures for my characters. Here's this owl looking thing right there. And what is this? This looks like a flower or something with no face. Could be this. That might be this. So maybe there are. Maybe we do have miniatures for that as well. Ugh. What happens when you don't back the crowdfunding and you're just buying something on whim to support my local game store. I did it for them. I did it for the children. All right, let's see what else we got. Okay, I need to get some of this stuff off of the table so we can get a little better view of what else is in here. I don't think I'm going to need to do this. I think this will be when I start after you pull everything out. So here's Dragon Eclipse. Again, I'll put out a warning. I don't know what I'm going to show, what I'm not going to show. I don't know if I'm going to spoil something as I kind of flip through these books. I don't want to do anything that spoil. I don't think it would. But again, just kind of showing you some content. So here's a small book. Looks like there's probably the map. Looks like, yeah, you're probably going to go to a book, adventure book or something, and read these passages or something. I'm going to take a guess. These are probably spots to play in the game. I don't know. We'll find out eventually. But the artwork's really nice. It's beautiful looking. So we've got going up to at least, let's see, how far does this go? 24. And here's a 26. And we've got RL01 and 2, and don't know what these are for. But there's a book. Here's another book. Bigger spots. You're probably putting your cards out here. This looks like these are where you're going to put your cards. I'm assuming we're going to be battling on this. So, but giving you an idea of what some of the maps look like. Looks like there's this is like a 2-player. So something else comes up here. It looks like if you're playing single player, it looks like you might be playing your cards here, and then something else goes up here. As then on the 2-player, looks like your partner is going to have their cards there. So something else is going to fill in. It looks like on a single player, if I'm understanding that correctly. All right, let's keep digging in the box. Oh my goodness! Look at the size of that book. Adventure Journal. All right. Okay. So, all right. I'm out of room. Anyways, look at the size of this book. Like, this is huge. Let me just see how many pages we got here. 263 pages. 263. So here's an introduction. I'm not gonna. Looks like they're telling you, yeah, if these are this and that's that, go here, do this. So I'm not gonna flip through that. That one we don't want to look at. All right. Then we've got, looks like some envelopes. More trays. More token trays. We got some orange crystals. They're sitting here. I don't know where all this stuff is. It's supposed to go in there. I guess that'll be all my cardboard. And then here's another tray to hold something. A lot of emptiness in here. Oh, this must be all the cards. This is like heavy. Yeah, this must be all the cards in here. So I'm going to put these back where I found them. All right. All right, more styrofoam. All right, so I am not going to go through all these. because I'm gonna have I want to go through the book before I start opening any of these card decks. So this one says unlocked cards. You can see the artwork there. This says front and back. Read the unboxing instructions before you open this pack. Don't shuffle the cards in this deck. So that's what it says on both sides. This is a 2.2 Mistling action cards. These are the 2.1 action cards. Again, read the book before you open it. 1.3 Mistling cards. I'm going to guess 1.2 and 1.1. So these are all the Mistling cards, which I believe this is what the enemies. I think the Mistlings, I could be wrong. Maybe we're the Mistlings. I don't know. Other action cards. Again, there's nothing here. It just tells you to read the unboxing instructions before you open anything. Here's a random combats inventory card. So you do get these packs of cards, but my understanding in this game is this is not a game, and there's a bunch in here. This is not a game that like you would buy booster packs, to keep playing. My understanding of this game is everything you need to. There's not going to be something like, oh, buy more of these to keep playing. There are more other cards underneath. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of these little booster packs. Looks like they're labeled 1 to 10. So maybe you order them and maybe you open them in order. I have no idea. And here we've got just smaller cards. one Ziploc and all this, and then some more little cards. So I'm not going to go there's a ton of cards. I'm not going to go through them again. This is the type of game that you got to open stuff in a certain order. And this is probably the card tray they want me to empty out, and then it's going to tell me, do this, do that, open this, put this here, put this there. And it looks like more, these are envelopes or something. So, interesting game. So, and it does, let's see how well it all goes back. This has a foam on the bottom, I guess, to keep that up off the floor. Wow, that's heavy. Might have to do it. The cards are very heavy. Might have to put the card box in first. So we'll kind of show you how everything goes back. That goes in there, and there's this. I don't know if this is needed or not, or if it's just for shipping, but I'm going to put it back in there. And then this goes here, probably just to make sure all this stuff stays fairly even. And then there were boxes, but I'm going to see about just putting these two trays next. And I'll pull these all out here in a little bit because I'm going to have to punch cardboard and stuff, but it's not a lot of cardboard. It's only 2 sheets. So, but then we've got, oh man, this massive adventure book. And then I don't know what this is. I'm sure we'll find out at some point. So, but we will lay this stuff all back on top. And I'm just going to leave these out in these directions. But yeah, everything does fit back in just like that. So I guess I do want to keep that insert in. All right. Well, that is a unboxing, if you will, of Dragon Eclipse. And again, it can take about 30 to 40 minutes to officially unbox and set the game up so that you're ready to start getting all the cards, pulling the proper cards out, getting them where you're supposed to have them, and all that good stuff so you can play this game. So hope you enjoyed. Again, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you won't miss any new content. All right. We will catch you later. Again, appreciate you joining. Feel free to leave a comment for us. All right. We'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day.